Coffeezilla exposed Siraj. This is over a platform called the Wager GPT, an AI betting bot that Siraj created with the aim of letting 500 people make money online simply by betting using this bot that supposedly has about 70% accuracy in its prediction. And although Coffeezilla has already given his reasons on top of talking to the guy himself, I went back to over a year when Siraj began posting about Wager GPT, and it didn't take me long to discover all these 10 different red flags. When you look at this video for the promotion of the Wager GPT, you will see that Siraj is posting that this is how he placed his bet using this AI bot, and this is the amount of money he made, over $7,000. So it shows you the before and the after. But there are some tricks that is used in placing these screenshots, in that if you're not critical enough, you won't be able to detect that this is a total scam. This is because the screenshots are flipped over. The games are marked by #5 and #6, but the before screenshot is different from the after screenshot. A clear sign that it has been superimposed. It has been edited using a photo editor to bring the two screenshots together, but the person who was editing didn't do a good job. So I decided to rearrange this screenshot so that I have the before and the after for the #5 game and the #6 game, so that we can clearly compare and see whether these screenshots legit. Look at the font size. There is a variation in the font size from the section of the odds and the amount of bets placed versus the section for the return. You can see that the font size is totally different. When somebody is developing an app, we expect the font type to be uniform across. Somebody manually entered the figure. These figures were entered in Photoshop, and the person who entered them didn't even bother to manipulate and make it be of the same size. Look at the odds, the values of the odds. The before screenshot shows you a different odds for the game. But if you look at the after screenshot, the odds are different. So what happened? The odds magically change all of a sudden. Before, when you were betting, the odds are way extra higher, but after, odds are way much lower. These photos were just manipulated. It wasn't a real bet in any case. Look at the calculation. I know that if an odd for a given game is 1.5, if I put $1,000, they will get $1,000 that I have put times 1.5. That will be my return. Look at these calculations in here. If you have this bigger odds ratio, you expect also a bigger return. So during the betting phase, the odds were totally way off. The video was edited clearly. Didn't remember that these photos were different in the odds. And ladies and gentlemen, with my 3 years experience of trying to review scamming websites, if a website is having all these errors in words and digits and spellings and all these other things, they are in most cases 100% a scammy site. But that's not all. Look at the design of the screenshot. There is supposed to be that ribbon showing that this is a high bet you have won. I expected that to appear on top of every winning bet, because if an app or website is being created, some of these conditions, some of these are if statements that you make them during programming. You say, okay, if somebody wins, put some greenish label saying maybe congratulations, which must cut across every win. But in this case, we are saying it's only appearing in one win, it's not appearing in the other win. These are photos photoshopped badly. But number 5 was the date of return versus the date of betting. Look at this date and the time. The betting was placed on the same date at the same time, and the returns came out on the same date at the same time. Which real world sport is played in milliseconds? You bet like this, and in minutes you get your return. It's impossible. There is no bet being played here. There was no bet made in this case. Even the promotional video states that they placed a bet like today, then after 24 hours they checked for the results. But the screenshot doesn't show that. There is also less information about all the different bettings that this guy has made. Did they test this bot with real money? On the screenshot, we only see #5, #6 game. Where's #1, 2, 3, 4 game? About 7, 8, 9, 10. Where are they? I develop models myself, and you can just program these algorithms to tell you that give me win or give me loss. The algorithm this guy created is an algorithm with a binary outcome. This you can place a bet here or don't place a bet. It's a 50% chance. So we cannot base on the feedback from the people in the community, because it is a must that other people will be winning on some days and other people will be losing on some days, just like how the real world betting works. But in this case, you're paying $400 every month for a bot to tell you. And how about the use of crypto? Always investigated all the sites that do only and only accept crypto for that investment. They always turn out to be shady, because it is hard to track where the money is going, how the other person used the money, and it becomes hard for that person to be investigated. And some of these people do make claims that if you use cryptocurrency, there's inclusivity, everybody around the world can participate. But ladies and gentlemen, that is not the case. You have things like PayPal, we have credit card payments that we always use to make payments over some of these platforms in Europe. So why must you claim that it has to be cryptocurrency unless you don't want people to follow you up? But the other shady thing is the use of the Telegram. For all these scammy websites I have discovered and reviewed, all of them use Telegram. The trick is simple. Telegram is also private. You cannot see somebody's personal information. You can't see their contacts. You can't see most of the things about them. So a scammer is much more comfortable using Telegram than using any of these other platforms. When I tried to go on the site of Wager GPT and try to sign up, I couldn't see any terms of service. If you click sign up, all they ask you is go for a 7-day trial, and then you'll begin charging immediately thereafter. There is no any other information whatsoever. There is no contact information. There is no office location. There is nothing that can identify the owner of the Wager GPT. Like, it's not there at all. So this is a platform which is built on one person. And if he decides to shut down his Telegram group, then everybody goes home. Stay safe from scam. And in case you want to watch more about these scam websites and how to identify them, make sure you check on this other video.